I play Roblox, and if you're watching this video, you most likely do too. Now, in Roblox, there's a plethora of different games, and you know the most popular one? Obbies. Obbies are everywhere, and I always thought they must be easy to make. So I challenged myself to make one in 1 week. Day 1 rolls around, and I think that I'm going to complete this entire obby in 1 hour. It took me 20 minutes to make this.
20 minutes. Do you know how ridiculous that is? 20 minutes? I thought it would take an hour.
At the 30-minute mark, I was able to get this disco dance floor. It did not look good at all. 32 minutes, 1 wall. But that's okay, that's okay.
35th. A whopping 5 walls. 5 of them. 35 minutes.
Day 2 rolls around and I restarted completely. I went for this forest jungle theme for the Obby Tower, and I actually got to the point to add objects. I know, amazing, wondrous, absolutely mind-blowing. But I actually started on the Obby part of the Obby that day. The Obby part! Seeing how the past day went, I'm actually really proud I was able to get this much done in the second day. Now for day 3. I only hopped on for about 25 minutes. So all I did was add these Game Pass thingies that are in every single obby. And I added these X-hop thingies instead of the lasers. And now Day 4 was the day that I was going to lock in. I wanted to have the mainframe finished by day 4 and finish the finishing details on day 5. But it was Monday, so I had to hop on and do some schoolwork instead. With that over with, it's time to get back to the obby. It's lagging really bad, so bear with me, please. Lag, my favorite thing about electronics. Now for a time lapse of me adding various things to the obby. Please enjoy as I shut up for the final assembly. Sorry, I know I said I would shut up, but at this point, I was realizing that maybe, just maybe, it's not just me that sucks at PC. It's just that those lasers are a tad too hard to get past. So I got my sister, who actually plays on PC, to play it for me. And this is her gameplay. It was at this point that I realized that those little laser thingies were a tad too impossible to complete. So, as you'll see later on, I will swap them out for something else for the final product. And here I am adding the end of the obby. Now yes, this is just a pre-made end. I suck at coding. Yo, update, I forgot to turn the obby off, and now one of the dogs is running wild that I put at the how did he get through? It's a two. Alright, yup, I ain't tweaking right there. You saw that, right? One of the dogs got loose and is now terrorizing the whole obby. You see? Oh my god. Day 5, I booted up. I started to lock in yet again. I added all the little itsy bitsy thingamabobs to the obby. Sneak peek of the end. Anyways, adding more stuff. The dog got loose again. He found the hat section. How does this dog keep on completing my obby? Yeah, I can't. This is an NPC. Added some final touches. Some leopards, some jaguars, some monkeys. Final play, watching around. Interacting with the things. Speed run of me playing the game, yet I still suck at PC. Yet another sneak peek of the end of the obby. Adding lighting because the big back end is blocking all the sunlight. Test playing yet again, but sped up because I still suck at PC. I definitely didn't suck that bad. I had to add teleporter. At this point, I'd finished. So now, time to draw the thumbnail. And here's my process of how I drew the thumbnail. As you can see, my process was very simple. Just a sketch, some color, and lightly ink some parts in a darker version of the color. My dumb accidentally drew the lettering on top of the sketch layer. I drew it on the same layer as the sketch, so I had to go with the selection so then I can erase all the other stuff. With that over with, I went ahead and sent it to myself, saved it to the laptop, booted up the obby. Then I published the game. And here it is asking me all the things I want to name it. After putting a name, a bio, and an owner, I submitted it. And I created a game. Now this was my first official game. I did have one other named NG Pie's Awesome's Place, but all it is Evil, Duolingo, some grass. Like literally that's all it is. Anyways, this video is getting way too long for me to care, and before I cut the budget that was already at the negatives, let me just leave before it gets any worse of quality. Please check out that game, which was a labor of love and hours of trying to figure out how to script things. Anyways, I have another game coming out soon. When I say soon, probably years from now. It will be just me and a few friends trying to figure out code on a dusty old laptop. But I hope you will stick around to see the journey and all the updates that come along with it. And as always, sub for a cookie.